Welcome back to Top 5 Auto Repairs. How do you know it's time to change your spark plugs? The first sign that you're going to need new spark plug is going to be poor fuel economy. So basically, you need strong spark for the engine to run efficient. If your spark plugs are completely worn due to there's an electrode over here, as you can see, this part of it, that's the electrode. If it's completely worn, it's going to cause a weak spark. So when you have weak spark, you're going to have poor combustion. Overall, that's going to cause poor fuel economy. The next sign is going to be poor overall engine performance. So first thing you're going to notice is going to be weak acceleration and low power. Let's just say you are trying to take off from a stoplight and you're giving it gas. It's going to feel like you don't have as much power as it used to be. That could be caused by, again, worn spark plugs. Also, let's just say you're at the stoplight and suddenly you have rough idle. So basically you have poor spark. It's going to cause, again, poor combustion. So overall the engine you feel like it may shake a little bit at idle. Also, you may also notice the RPM gauge kind of bouncing around like this slightly. That's also could be a sign that you have poor combustion, again caused by weak spark. The next sign that it's time to change your spark plug is going to be engine misfire. If you have an engine misfire, you're going to notice your engine shaking and you're going to smell gas coming out of the exhaust. If you have an engine misfire due to missing spark, there's a good chance that's either your spark plug is bad or you got a bad ignition coil. So there are a lot of reasons why spark plugs can go bad. The most common one is going to be normal wear and tear. As you can see over here, I have 4 different spark plugs, came from 4 different vehicles. So basically this one has normal wear and tear. This one has normal wear and tear because you still got the electrode over there. However, you look at these two over here, the electrode over here in the center part here and here is completely worn. So it was actually this one over here that I worked on 2 days ago, and the customer had an engine misfire on cylinder number 3. As I took out the spark plug, I noticed the electrode right here is almost completely gone, and that was causing an engine misfire. Again, the most common cause is going to be caused by normal wear and tear, especially when you have spark plugs that's over 120,000 miles. It's pretty much way overdue already. So what I have here is a pretty good spark plug. It's just normal wear and tear, but it's still functioning properly. It's still giving strong spark. However, there could be a lot of external factors that can cause spark plugs to stop working properly. And the number one cause is going to be engine oil. So if you have engine oil on this part of your spark plug, it's going to be caused by bad spark plug tube seals. So basically, spark plug tube seal is part of the valve cover gasket kit, and when that tube seal goes bad, it's going to allow engine oil to seep on its top end over here, and it's going to cause this to fall out. Also, on the flip side, if you pull out your spark plug and you see engine oil on the inside, but not on the outside, but on the inside, they're going to have some serious engine issue. For example, most likely cause is going to be caused by bad valve seals, or you're going to have bad piston rings or worn cylinder walls that's allowing engine oil to go inside the combustion chamber and fall out your spark plugs. So the next external factor that can affect the spark plug is going to be water or coolant leak. So you have a leak somewhere in your engine bay, let's just say caused by a bad hose. It can cause the water to build up on top of the valve cover and eventually find its way onto the spark plugs. If it sits there long enough, of course, it's going to cause it to corrode and not work properly. Also, let's just say you live in an area that's extremely humid. That can also cause a lot of condensation, and condensation can linger around for a long period of time. Eventually, over time, it's going to cause the spark plug to corrode. And also, it can also cause the tip of the ignition coil on the spring part on the inside to corrode as well. The next sign that your spark plugs are completely worn is going to be long crank time, hard start, and no start. So you find that your engine is having a hard time starting. It becomes a very frequent problem. Most likely it's going to be caused by, again, extremely worn electrode. When you have extremely worn electrode, it's going to make it hard for the spark to jump across. And again, it's going to cause extremely weak spark. So when you're trying to start your engine, you're going to notice that it's going to just keep on cranking and cranking. It's going to take a long time to start, maybe a few seconds. That's going to be a long crank time. Overall, again, it can be caused by worn spark plugs. The next sign that you may need new spark plugs is going to be your spark plug is coming loose. And this is actually a very common problem for some trucks, which I'm not going to name, but you guys probably going to know it. It's going to start with an F and it's 4 letters. Anyways, this truck, for some reason, the spark plug is very short. The thread is very short, and the thread on the inside of the cylinder head is extremely short. So under load, the spark plug can just literally shoot right out of the hole. So when this happens, it's going to cause extreme damage to the spark plugs, and you're going to also have damage to the cylinder head as well. It's going to need to be rethreaded, and it's going to need helicoil coil to fix that issue. As always, thank you for watching. Subscribe to Top 5 Auto Repairs.